Hey there, coding enthusiasts. How are you? Welcome back to our React.js tutorial series. I'm excited to have you here on day 3 as we dive into the fascinating world of functional and class components in React today. If you are enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. Today we are taking a deep dive into understanding and creating functional and class components. But that's not all. I have a surprise for you. Keep watching. Let's get started. In React, components can be defined in two ways. First one is functional component and second one is class components. Let's see what are functional components, the modern backbone of React development. These components are fashioned using simple JavaScript functions, resulting in code that is clean, concise, and remarkably efficient. Here's a breakdown of what we are going to explore. So, what are functional components? Functional components are created using JavaScript functions. They emphasize a straightforward and declarative approach. Functional components are celebrated for their simplicity and ease of understanding. They seamlessly integrate into React hooks for state management and side effects. These components are ideal for constructing presentational elements for your UI. Let's just not talk about it. Let's jump right into writing some code and witness the inception of a functional component. Open the project, My React app, and create a functional component. So let's create a file called functional component.js and then create a function called functional component. Return a JSX containing a s2 tag, hello from a functional component. Let's export this also. Export default functional component. So this is how a functional component is created, which has a function, its body, and it is exported. From the elegance of this code, you can begin to grasp the power of functional component. So without delay, let's venture further into unraveling their significance and their role in the larger canvas of React development. Now let's explore what are class components. Class components are the traditional workhorses of React development, constructed using ES6 classes. They offer advanced features and direct access to lifecycle methods for fine-tuned control. Here, what you need to know. What are lifecycle methods? Class components provide direct access to essential lifecycle methods such as component did mount and component did update. These methods allow you to manage component behavior throughout its lifecycle. While functional components and hooks have become the modern standard, class components have a historical role. They were often used for complex state management and behavior manipulation. They offer insights into the evolution of React. Let's build a class component right here in our code. Now guys, let's build a class component right here. So let's create a file called classcomponent.js in our project folder. Now declare a ES6 class called class component. So in order to build a class type of component, we have to extend react.component class. Now in order to return a JSX, we have a method here called render, which will be used to return the JSX. So suppose if we are returning a JSX, Here we have declared a S2 heading. Hello from class component. We have to also export it. Export default class component. Also, don't forget to import this React object from the node modules. Now let's pull all these components into our app.js and see how they will render in our browser. So let me declare functional component here and import it. Now also declare class component here and import this. Now let's see what will come in our browser. So here, as you can see, this hello from a functional component and hello from a class component. So these two JSX come from their respective component. These two are from our day 1 and day 2 tutorials. So let's quickly dive into the comparison between functional component and class component. These two types play a crucial role in building our application. So functional component can be created using JavaScript function, emphasize simplicity and reusability, great for presentational component, fully compatible React Hood, and ideal for modern React development. Whereas class components can be constructed using ES6 classes, have access to lifecycle methods used for more complex behavior and state management. They are being gradually replaced by functional components and hooks. They offer insights into React's evolution. Choosing between them depends on your project needs. Functional components are modern and concise, while class components offer advanced control. The shift is towards functional components and hooks, but understanding class component is still valuable. Keep this in mind as we navigate through React's landscape. And there you have it, a concise comparison between functional and class components. And here's an exciting bonus for you guys. I have created a GitHub repository for this tutorial series. You can find day-wise branches with the code we have covered in each tutorial. This way, you can easily follow along, experiment, and even contribute to the code base. The link to the repository is in the video description below. With this hands-on demonstration and GitHub repository at your fingertips, you are well equipped to delve further into these concepts, experiment, modify, and explore to solidify your understanding. Thank you for being a part of this hands-on session. If you found this information valuable, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow learners. Subscribe for more tutorials and remember the GitHub repository is there to support your learning journey. In our upcoming video, we will see how we are going to handle events in React. Until then, keep coding, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.